Jordan McCray starting. Presbyterian also going with their same starting five.
For all the offensive good things Tennessee did in the first half, they shut down Mutakabir. He did not score. He only had two field goal attempts. It wasn't like he shot and missed. He couldn't even get shots. So Tennessee's defense still strong.
Looks like they shut down Cleanthony early for Wichita State last week. Totally shut him down.
Carl Hall did his piece, but you're right, they did shut early down.
Golden's carry-up shot partially blocked. Stokes had it and lost it, and Downing gets the rebound. Downing, by the way, is playing with 3 fouls. Downing guarded by McBee out front. Just underway in the second half. Downing knocked away. McBee kept it on the floor. They pile up, and a timeout, I think, was called by. No, they called a foul on McBee. That'll be his first, and the first team foul of the second half. Great hustle, though they did call a foul.
Known for this. He's a guy who'll scrap. If ball's on the floor, he's going to go for it. You know, usually they don't call that. I mean, I've often thought that when a guy piles on a guy, it ought to be a foul. Sometimes they just let him play on through to the jump ball, but they called him then.
Right side, Volunteers on defense now. McTavish to Downing. Quick jumper, no good. Rebounded by Richardson, and Tennessee comes the other one.
Zone a little quicker to get to Skylar McBee, it looks like. It's probably one of the adjustments they're trying to make. Still doubling up on Stokes inside.
Stokes just willed that one in with great muscle and ability right there.
And good job of dribbling out of the double team. One of the things that he's got to do is improve the way he gets away from the double team down low. He slipped it that time and was able to get to the rim.
Tennessee took it away. Stokes with the rebound. Golden. Easily done.
Very nice sidestep by Trey Golden as he got down and kind of pushed off, used the backboard to soften the shot and get it to fall through.
Washington left side now.
Josh Richardson, they just showed on camera there, is the guy mainly responsible for that. He's the defender who's been responsible for keeping Mutakabir way below his season average.
Tennessee with the basketball. Trey Golden works against Washington into the front court now. Out of the corner. Yes, a three. Jordan McCray. Tennessee just keeps piling it on.
Hitting from every angle tonight. Jordan McCray, we talk about it over and over. He's probably the most offensive-minded player on the Tennessee team, and he needs to be. He needs to be a scorer for Tennessee to be as good as they can be.
Mutakabir's got a hot hand. He scored 5 straight for the Blue Hose.
A little more assertive there, too. Going inside, fading back, getting himself an angle and some clearance for the basket. And they have decided at halftime, look, we're going to force feed you the basketball. You've got to get alive on offense or we won't have any chance to come back and cut this margin.
Stokes, a little fall away, short. Richardson and McTavish tangle up with it. Jump ball gives it back to Presbyterian College.
Stokes on that move right there, if he can ever get that jump shot, even that 8-10 footer that's inside the lane there, if he can ever perfect that move where he can score a little bit going away from the basket, it's going to be much tougher to defend.
Here's McTavish. Washington for 3. Up and off, no good. Rebounded by Edwards. Steal. Washington took it away. Layup, no good. Rebounded again by Edwards and again stolen by Washington. This time, McTavish is fouled.
I'll tell you what, give it up to Washington right there.
Look at that stare.
Two steals, yeah. Cuonzo Martin does not like losing the ball in the red zone, but great hustle by Washington. Steals it, can't get the score, comes back and steals it again. His team's rewarded with a basket and a chance for a three-point play, and Matakabir is coming out of hiding in the second half.
Yeah, Matakabir got 2 points by way of a goaltender. So he's cut it to 30 and cut it to 29. Yes, he does. He's got 8 in the first 4 minutes of the second half.
Extending the defense now for the first time. We're seeing Blue Hose come into Tennessee, back into the backcourt, and put a little pressure on them. Then they'll fall back into their zone defense.
Volunteers turned it over only twice the entire first half. They've turned it over twice in the last 20 seconds.
Tennessee did a great job of not turning the ball over and not fouling in the first half. They only had 4 personal fouls.
McCray missed it. Stokes got it, puts it back up and in. And he has a chance at a three-point play. But we will take a timeout before that. He's now a full-time assistant with Coach Greg Nybert at Presbyterian. Bill Brooks is the guy responsible for the beginning of the Outlive initiative to raise money for cancer funds here in Chattanooga. And he did it inspired by former Vol Chris Lofton's successful bout against cancer. And of course, that's big for Cuonzo Martin as well. So,
yeah, quite a thing for that young man to do. You got to think of him as a college-age student taking that initiative and headlining that program. And Randy, over $500,000 was raised to fight cancer as a result of that, with his support of Chris Lofton and the Outlive program.
Stokes at the free throw line, and he continues to shoot very, very well. 9 points for him. 11 for 12 now for Stokes. 11 for Golden. Matakabir now the leading scorer for PC with 8.
All of them in 4.5 minutes in the second half too. So he's come to life a little bit.
Washington down to 9 on the game. Shot clock, easy layup. He found the big fella in front.
High ball screen.
Hargrave.
High ball screen, and the post player went down, and there was never any switchback. Coach Martin will not. He will point that one out. I can guarantee in the film room. Poor job on retreating on defense.
Another turnover by Tennessee, their third here in the first 5 minutes of the second half, after they only made 2 in the entire first half.
You get a big lead like this, one of the things you got to work on is your concentration. You got to continue to execute your offense and stay alert on defense and do the things that you're coached and taught to do. And on the other side, Presbyterian has got to start all over after being down so much at the half and come back and still play ball, and they're doing a good job of it.
Matakabir misses, but he's hacked, and he'll get 2 shots. Foul will be on Jordan McCray, his second, and the Volunteers' 3rd foul of this half.
Matakabir much more aggressive on the offensive end. Certainly that was the chalkboard talk at the halftime for the Blue Hose. I'm sure he was told, look, you gotta create your shot. You gotta go to the basket, and you gotta start doing some things for us on offense.
9 points for Matakabir, and he cuts it down to 29, 53-24. All of that scoring for this young man has come in the first 5.5 minutes of this half. He's got 10. Tennessee with the ball, being very patient. Trey Golden, McCray, Chivas, they double team him. They flip it back to McPhee. Golden lost the ball after losing concentration. And they call it jump ball, and the possession arrow is pointing toward the Volunteers. So Tennessee gets it back.
Trey Golden just didn't get good possession of the basketball, goes on the floor. Matakabir did a good job of getting down and forcing the jump ball. Tennessee gets it, their possession.
Tennessee's lead is 28. Just over 14 minutes to go in the game. Golden for 3.
made the shot. You come across, the defense dropped back a little bit. Take what they'll give you. Don't make it complicated. Three-pointer for Trey.
Golden now with 14 to lead all scores. Chivas on defense out front. Anderson in the game now for Presbyterian. As they work the shot clock down to 14. Here's Mutakabir. Washington almost lost the ball in the corner. McTavish fills it up.
And the other thing, you know, we talked at halftime about what the Blue Hose could do. Certainly they were not going to shoot, you know, 1 for 14 again. So most of it, a lot of it has been that the shots are just falling for them better in this half.
Back in Jula with a miss. Presbyterian with a rebound. Tennessee really playing sloppy in the first 7 minutes of this half.
Yeah, something that you don't want to do. You want to try to keep the game going. It's not time to rock the baby just yet. You got, you know, 12.5 minutes left. You got to play.
Wide open. That's William Truss.
No surprise. Timeout. Gonzo Martin. He's got some teaching to do here.
Tennessee calls time.
Basket area into the orange with no defense.
Presbyterian has scored on 5 of the last 6 Blue Hose possessions. They are playing with a lot more confidence. Of course, they dug such a hole. Probably not going to help them, but McCray drops it off. Stokes muscles it up, no good, but a foul. And Jarnell Stokes goes back to the line.
The one good thing Tennessee's done in the second half is they've been able to find Jarnell Stokes. When he gets the ball that low, there's 2 things that are going to happen. He's going to score or he's going to get fouled. A lot of times it's both.
Swish. You can tell Stokes has been working on his free throws since the early part of the year.
He's been to free throw school in the
Yes,
last week or so. I think that's it. I think that's the whole idea. He's really worked on it.
Swish. Tennessee still has not missed from the line. They are 11 of 11. Stokes now with 14. Anderson guarded by McBee. Tennessee comfortably in front by 28. Presbyterian now with the shot clock down to a dozen seconds.
Here comes the high ball screen again. Truss goes again. Stokes does a better job of trailing him that time.
Mutakabir is absolutely in the zone. He's got 13 in the first 9 minutes of this, actually the first 8 minutes of this half.
He goes empty the first half, Randy, and in the second half he's scored his average.
Terrible shot by McCray, and Presbyterian College gets the rebound. Mutakabir off the pick, drops it back. Here's a long 3, up and off, no good. Tennessee with a rebound. Quentin Chivas, right side. Here's Richardson. Down the lane, count it, +1. Nice play by Josh Richardson, who just floated that one up with one hand.
And it was the left.
Mutakabir doing a little coaching on the sideline as well. Big start to the second half for him. He's got a grand total of 13 points, all of them coming in the first 8 minutes and 43 seconds of this half.
Much more assertive on the offensive end of the floor. He was passive. He only had 2 shots in the first half. And in the second half, he's been looking for his shot. He's gotten ball screens, and he's used those to his advantage. So he's come to life. Tennessee needs to put a better defensive pressure on him in the second half.
First miss, Richardson. Kept alive, Stokes, yes. So they get 4 out of that trip up the floor, right?
Trade the 1 for 2 there,
Right.
although you always want to make the free throws. That's their first miss of the night. Jarnell Stokes doing a great job inside tonight, both as a rebounder and as a scorer.
Tennessee's lead now 29, under 11 minutes to go in the ball game. Mutakabir works down the lane off. Oh my goodness, what a shot. You know, when you get in the zone like he is, you just can't miss sometimes. And he's now got 15 points.
And we talk about this a lot. Tennessee's defense here, and you'll see it as he comes across with a slash drive. It's not bad defense, and he puts the ball up there. That's just good offense, and great offense will beat great defense every time. That was really a sensational move.
Mutakabir missed it. Still has 15 points. And Tennessee's 15 of their second chance points have come off 9 offensive rebounds. Tennessee pretty much dominating every portion of this game. Chivas open for 3. Off the side of the rim and out of bounds. And Presbyterian gets it back.
Presbyterian putting a lot more pressure on that zone defense now too. When he gets towards the sideline, looks like they're double teaming. They've even got it. It almost looks like a little bit of man-to-man tendency there. They cannot let Tennessee just stand on the perimeter and pass it around.
Downing misses the 3, rebounded by McCray. Here come the Volunteers into the front court. McCray, Stokes missed it. Too easy. He was too open.
Great feed by McCray, and Stokes didn't have a great angle. Used the backboard, really didn't have the great angle.
Eric Washington gets the basket, and the lead has been chopped to 25. Josh Richardson right side, a steal. Mutakabir stepped right in front of McCray, and Mutakabir. The layup, Richardson the foul, and Konzo is just really perturbed.
I'll tell you that horizontal pass, and you'll see it right. When you make a horizontal pass like that, that's dangerous. You better make that pass crisp, and the receiver needs to move towards the basketball. Good anticipation by Mutakabir, and he gets the three-point try at the other end. Tennessee getting just a little bit lackadaisical on the offensive end now. Their execution nowhere near as sharp as it was in the first half.
Fouls on Richardson, his second, team foul number 5 on Tennessee this half. And Mutakabir adds 3 more to his total. He's got 18. McBee. Golden's got it in the corner to McBee. Stokes puts it on the floor, knocked away. Richardson's got it. Here's Golden. Blocking foul against Washington. And that'll be his second foul.
Trey Golden determined right there to penetrate and get inside the defense. I don't think he was looking to kick out at all on that one. He was going to take the shot himself.
Knocked out of bounds by Mutakabir. Tennessee gets it back. 9:07 to go in the game. Deep pass out to Josh Richardson. Right side, McBee. Around the corner, Edwards misses the 3. Rebounded by Big Stokes. Puts it up and over 3 Blue Hose players. Nice move.
Strong offensive rebound. Take a couple dribbles to give himself some space and put it back up over the left-hand shoulder under the basket from the left side. Really a nice inside move by Jay.
Tennessee's outscored Presbyterian in second half points. 17-zip, but three-pointer right there by Jordan Downing makes it a 21-point game. Golden adds it back. Downing. McTavish from 15. Boy, they are just not missing.
Nobody stays that cold that long. They had some pretty good looks, although they were from the outside. Second half, they've warmed up, and Tennessee has not been as diligent on the defensive end of the floor as they were in the first half.
Tennessee with the basketball, still with a 21-point lead. Presbyterian came to play this half. Richardson out high. Edwards down the lane, off the left hand, no good, but a foul. For Presbyterian College. They're 4 of 6 behind the line, 4 of 5 free throws. Tennessee still shooting pretty well. Matakabir 18 points on 6 out of 8 shooting, and Bill, all 18 of those points have come here in the second half.
Much more assertive on the offensive end of the floor, plus his teammates are looking at him. He was looking for him more. He was a little bit hidden from them in the first half, and I think that was something that was addressed in the locker room at halftime. If they were going to make any comeback here, they had to get him going and get the basketball to him.
And Edwards misses the first of 2 free throws. He'll get another. 7:55 left in the game. Edwards' second one, rip. Welcome into our broadcast. Randy Smith, Bill Justice courtside here at Topps Bowling Arena, where Tennessee has a 22-point lead over Presbyterian. 7:40 to go in the game. Downing right side. Matakabir. McCray is guarding him. Down to 10 on the shot clock now. Out of the corner, Downing, yes, a 3. Downing is beginning to heat up as well.
Well, 60% from the floor, 60% from three-point in the second half. Certainly they have heated up on offense. Tennessee probably not guarding quite as well as Coach Cuonzo Martin would like for him to.
Out front, Edwards with it, right side, McCray. Down to 7 minutes to go in the game. Oh, my! Jordan McCray just kind of coasted in and just jammed it in.
Gets a little celebration on the Tennessee bench there with a high-flying 100% field goal attempt.
He was just gliding across the floor. Unbelievable body control.
Really good offensive instincts, Jordan McCray. He's a scorer.
Washington drops it off in the corner. Downing again. Yes. Somebody better get a hand in his face.
Move him off that spot. I mean, he's got himself planted over in that corner, and he's just waiting on the defense to draw in on the penetrator, and he's there to make the three-pointer.
6 out of 8 now this half from three-point range for Presbyterian. And Jarnell Stokes is fouled.
Here's the athleticism everybody would like to have as Jarnell gets the baseline, gets the opening, gets the slam dunk.
16 fouls. It was on Truss. That's his 4th. Edwards backs out. Yes, a 3. That's a 2. Mike should have backed out a little bit further, but it still counts. It's 2 points.
He's showing some nice shooting for him tonight. He had a couple of three-pointers in the first half, so he's showing a good perimeter shooting game. That'll help Tennessee when they get into SEC play.
Nice pass. Downing misses the layup. Great feed from McTavish. Downing just missed it. McBee for 3. Yeah.
Three-point line.
Tennessee, of course, has not given up more than 60 points in 4 straight games. Last time that happened was 1982. And of course, Presbyterian, with a lot of time left the way they're shooting, they could easily surpass 60, but Tennessee had them at 13 at the break.
Yeah, 38 points in the second half on outstanding shooting, everything up in that 60 percentile. They've come back much more focused. This is a nice recovery from them. Sometimes it's hard on the road. You get that far behind, you just kind of want to get on the bus. But they've come back and played good basketball, done exactly what you'd say want them to do, and that is let's go compete, start the game over, act like it's nothing to nothing.
A rare miss by Matakabir. Tennessee's got the ball back. McBee again, in and out. Downing with a rebound.
Much like Presbyterian's done with Downing, and guys in that right-hand corner just right there.
Oh my goodness!
Just as we call it, they're finding players open in the corner, just like Skylar McBee on Tennessee's end. That's 3 3-pointers out of 4 possessions for Presbyterian in that right-hand corner.
7 out of 9 behind the arc, and Jordan McCray says, "I can do that too." Like a game of horse.
Yeah, really lit it up. There we are in the deep corner. That right-hand corner has been a little bit vulnerable. Here we go to the left-hand corner, left side. Jordan McCray matches it for Tennessee. So it's been a swap out at the three-point line, but in the right-hand corner, deep right-hand corner for Presbyterian, they have found a little bit of a weakness in the Tennessee defense.
Washington against Trey Golden out front. Tennessee held Presbyterian to 23% shooting in the first half. It's now 46. So they basically shot twice as good. Stolen away. Edwards took it right out of Utakabir's hand. Golden had it blocked out of bounds. It belongs to Tennessee with 4:14 to go in the game.
Trey Golden doing a good job of getting the ball to the rim. Good defensive play. Some people thought it might have been a foul. I thought it was pretty good defensive play.
Edwards around the horn. McCray. Golden. McBee for three. Up and off. Makanjula with a foul. No good, but Yemi will go to the line with 2 shots. As the foul was on Presbyterian College. And it'll be on Ryan Hargrave, his second 7th team foul against Presbyterian. So Tennessee's now the 1+1. Makanjula, though, will get 2. He missed it.
Makanjula hadn't had quite the minutes he had against Wichita State. The lineup for Presbyterian is a little bit smaller, so they have really not needed his 6'11" size in there as much tonight. Gets that second foul shot up over the front of the rim, and it goes in. Key to making the free throw. Get it up over the front of the rim. Give it a chance.
McTavish to Washington right side. We're now under 4 minutes to go in the game. Utakabir guarded by McCray. Off the pick. McCray. Washington knocked out of bounds by McBee. And Presbyterian retains possession with 9 seconds on the clock, but not before we take a break. 3:39 to go in the game. Tennessee in front, looking to be 6-3 when this one ends.
You know something I've been thinking?
Well, hey, little Roger, you're up late.
Yeah. You know, Santa?
Now, if he gets going to the basket and gets those big shoulders into your body, he's unstoppable.
Stokes for the evening has 18 points and 18 points and 7 rebounds. Pretty good night's work.
In Tennessee, a couple of things that really stand out, Randy. Tennessee has 18 second chance points to 0 for Presbyterian and 14 off the bench versus 4. So those two areas have given them a 28-point edge.
McTavish gets the basket. Tennessee's lead is 22. McCray, high post Richardson. Richardson in the corner, McBee. Bee's had a big night. 4 3-pointers, he's got a dozen. Nice shot by Golden, but it doesn't go. Rebounded by PC. Truss comes out of it. Makanjula gets the board for Tennessee. We're under 3 minutes to go.
And at this point, Presbyterian's probably having to play at a faster pace by far than they would want to, but they just can't take 20 and 30 seconds to get a shot every time.
McCray in the corner. Tennessee being patient, very deliberate. Down to 11 on the shot clock. Here's McBee.